Welcome to Ice Age, a movie set in the Ice Age, which begins with my goat, Scrat. Oh man, it's been so long since I've seen this guy. Scrat the squirrel. This nigga's a legend. Those who know, fam. But yeah, anytime we see Scrat in this movie, he's literally caressing, hitting, boring, licking this nut. Pause. Literally anything but eat the damn nut is what Scrat does to the nut. And I don't know why, but hey, I'm not questioning it, alright? So after accidentally breaking some ice sheets, Scrat dips out and we are introduced to life pre-Ice Age. Now, scientists estimate that these events occurred anytime between 2.4 million and 11,500 years ago. To sum it off, life on Earth was a tad bit chopped. Yeah, you see, in that era, all these hideous creatures used to exist. Thus, these abominations that are disturbing my eyes. But anyhow, we get introduced to this creature called a woolly mammoth. It is basically a glorified elephant. You know, sadly, the only thing that they didn't have in common with their current lookalikes, evident brain capacity. So let's get this straight, all right? So the movie doesn't really explain all this. You know, I had to do my own research and all that shit. But I found out that the Ice Age occurred because the Earth actually got warmer. So because of that, huge glaciers started melting and, you know, meaning a lot of flooding as a result of huge sheets of ice melting spontaneously. Ergo, stay away from the damn ice, which is what these other creatures were doing, and it is probably why their supposed descendants are still alive to this day. But these our Johnson elephants. No, the guy wants to stand out. He wants to be different. He's heading right in the direction of the ice. And I guess we can all guess just how well that turned out for him and his descendants. But all that's for another movie. We're getting ahead of ourselves. We then get introduced to this Wajamacalit. He resembles this animal that sleeps a lot, I don't know, but anyhow, he got abandoned by his pack who were also migrating, and long and short, he pisses off some prehistoric rhinos, bumps into the mammoth whose name is Manny, yeah. And so Manny saves Wajamacalit's life, and now Wajamacalit starts following Manny around. We then cut to Homo. Alright, which ones are these? I'm coming, let me check. Homo erectus, yes, Homo erectus. And might I say, they are really living up to their name. And let me just use this time to add that in this whole tribe, that is the only woman that I saw. And trust me, I looked. That is the only woman in the village. This is important information. We'll be getting back to that. Shawa, this happy family is having a good time. They are being hate-watched by a bunch of prehistoric lions. These ones are called saber-tooth tigers, but they look nothing like tigers. So, yeah, but anyhow, the saber-teeth are here hate-watching, and they are out for smoke with this erectus male right here. So it appears that he has killed many of their kind in the past, and now they want to eat his baby as revenge. Like, these pricks were not the ones that started the whole beef in the first place. Humans started fighting back, and now we are the villains. Okay. Also, why not just eat him? Why are you eating his baby? It's a lot more direct to me. But anyhow, they plan to jump the erectuses. Nah, I can't call these things humans. The erecti at dawn. So dawn comes and the tigers pull up for the smoke. Y'all already know that we about to lose some brothers. But while all the smoke is going on, this tiger called Diego, anyhow, yeah, he's been assigned to go and find the baby, gets saved by its mother, who escapes from Diego, who could have killed her many times during this apology of a fight scene and taking the baby away. But nah, bro just kept jumping in front of her, standing there waiting for her to run away, and then jump in front of her again or to finally like escape. Like, wow, literally have like 5 opportunities to unlife the woman and collect the child, but nah, you let her escape. So Manny and Wajamacalit eventually run into the female erectus and her child, but the erectus mother is in pretty bad shape, so she hands the baby over to Manny, and I'm guessing she died, which is a very sad predicament for the tribe. that is now made of men. With dicks. Yeah, but anyhow, the erectile mother gives her baby over to Manny and whatchamacallit. And Manny, like many males of certain species, wants nothing to do with a child, especially one that is not theirs. However, whatchamacallit convinces him, to return the baby to the humans. So they go. However, the humans are gone. But Diego runs into them and offers to take them to the humans, which I don't think is what he actually wants to do. But anyway, they follow him, and on the way the baby starts crying, so they take off his diaper so that as they're going, the thing can just shit on the ground, which is actually a big brain idea because now they don't have to clean its ass everywhere they go. And they're outside anyway, so if people see shit on the ground, nobody really cares. Yeah, it's a win-win. So the baby keeps crying, and they start arguing before they finally figure out that he's hungry. So they hustle watermelon from these dodo beds. And when night falls and everybody goes to sleep, Diego reveals that he's actually been leading Manny and whatchamacallit to his pack of saber-tooths that are halfway. I don't know, they're this place that they're calling Half Peak. So I'm guessing it's halfway above the mountain. Anyhow, he's leading them there, and the other saber-tooths come to check on him, which confuses me because if they could have just done this, they could have ended this movie since. But anyhow, he gives them situation report and they dip. So the next day comes round and, Diego keeps misleading them, hiding the tracks of any tigers, leading them away from the humans. And during this time, they look at some cave paintings that reveal that the reason Manny is all alone is because the erectile murdered his parents. Damn, that's deep, bro. Perhaps I've been looking at this all wrong. I used to think the animals were evil for hating the humans, but guys, it's like we were in the wrong. The erectile started the beef, and now Manny is saving one of their own when they didn't save it. Wow. I am crushed right now. I'm switching teams. These niggas deserve what they got. But anyhow, the animals move on and they almost die. But, eventually they reach the tigers. And Diego now has had a change of heart, so he admits what he has done to the others who are pissed with him for setting them up. However, he agrees to help them escape. So they fight the tigers. Diego gets hot, taking one for Manny. And, anyhow, Manny smokes the leader and, they end the fight with the tigers. But it ain't looking good for our boy Diego. But they've got to leave him to complete the mission. So which is exactly what they do. They find the erectile, return their child, make peace with the races and dip out. We also find out that our boy Diego didn't really die. So I just wasted my whole emotional capacity being sad for no damn reason. But anyhow, the three of them are tight now and, the movie ends with the man, the myth, the legend, Scrat the squirrel, who has found himself a bigger pair of nuts to caress.
Nigga, you gay.